and welcome back to my channel. Hoang is here.
Hello.
And we are going to be doing the Interracial Couple Tag. I've been planning to do this for a long time. I just didn't get around to it. But here we are. Yay.
Yay.
Okay, so I wrote down all the questions, so I'm ready to go. Okay, the first question is, what is your race/ethnicity?
Well, mine's Asian, so.
Asian. Explain.
Half Chinese, half Vietnamese.
Okay. And, well, I'm black. And,
But
yeah, I will. My dad is from Trinidad and my mom is from Grenada. Both islands in the West Indies. Second question is, was this your first time dating outside of your race?
No,
No, me neither.
second time. And the last.
Better be. Fair. Okay. What is the hardest part of dating interracially?
I don't think it's more of your parents and your significant other's parents, I guess. The tradition and belief. I think that's the hardest part.
Yeah, I guess it would be mostly your families first, and well, depending on how accepting they are of it.
Yeah.
I've never had my family have any issues with it, but I have had issues with my significant other's family having issues with it. And I would say that's the most difficult part, because no matter how much you want to say, like, this is our relationship, like, it does matter what your family thinks and how they feel, and that does affect you. So I would say, yeah, that's the hardest part.
Something that's out of your control, I guess.
Do you get dirty looks or stares in public? Yes.
I don't.
Yes, you do. Yes,
From who?
you do. Because we're together, so we're both getting looks. But the point
Wait.
is that he doesn't notice it. He's very oblivious to this fact. And I honestly, it's not so much that I care what people think, but I'm just very observant. And I'm like noticing everything. And I would say now I may notice it and it doesn't bother me. But when we first started dating, it was really hard for me. Because I felt more so that it was honestly from the Asian community, that we would go to places, like we go to Asian restaurants or we go to the mall and things like that, and I felt like uncomfortable because of the amount of stares or dirty looks that we were getting, and that made me feel really like insecure at that time.
Yeah, because you probably felt it more than I do, because I don't know, like I said, like I didn't have any looks personally towards me. Was more towards you, and I wouldn't notice it unless she points it out. And worst case scenario is that if we were in a restaurant and she points it out, the other person or whoever's giving her bad looks is gonna pay for it, because I would stare them down and make them feel really, really uncomfortable.
That's 100% true.
Until they turn away and I go back to my food. Right? Because first I'm upset that I'm not even looking at my food. Second of all, like, you know, she's getting bad looks. So I'm staring them down. If they come back and she tells me, because sometimes it's behind me, right? She tells me, I'm back to normal, looking at them, staring them, giving them death looks like, what is your problem? Go home and close your door then, you know?
Yeah, but that is the answer for that question.
My best man,
Yes.
my best friend's like that too. After we tell him what happened, she's like, oh, I do the same thing. So.
Yeah. Well, this question, not necessarily relevant, but do you plan to get married and have children? Yes, we are married.
We are married.
And
yeah, we do.
yes,
I'm
we
not
do
sure.
plan on having kids. Lots of kids.
Yep.
How do you think they will be perceived? That's a hard one. I would hope that they wouldn't encounter any issues, but I guess it's hard to say. Like, you want to be able to say that we've come so far, and you want to be able to say that where I grew up or whatever, that these things wouldn't happen. We still live in the, well, now it used to be a town, now it's a city,
Yeah.
where I grew up. And I would love to say that that doesn't happen here, but that's not reality. And I think the fact that neither of us is mixed, like, you're mixed, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to say what they experience or how they feel, or if they feel torn or they don't know how to identify themselves, or how other people identify them, because we're both very clearly like Asian and black. It's not, are you black or are you Asian? Which is it? Or, you know?
I feel like now, this is just my opinion, like clearly you can see the interracial right here. So I feel like we have a harder time because people can clearly identify you. But for mixed kids, like there's a lot of mixed kids around there, like out there, right? So when people see them, they don't think like, oh, if they're Asian or black or brown or whatever. They just know, okay, that kid is mixed, right? But they won't necessarily know which one is what. But I feel like it's better than before. Like I'm pretty sure like mixed kids back in the days have a harder time because you have like, you're pretty much segregated between two communities, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like now it's a little bit more accepting, but to a certain point, I guess, depending on what community you live in.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, my biggest concern is, would they be accepted fully accepted in either community? Because to be honest, the black community is not that they're not inclusive, but every how do I want to say this? Like every race and every culture has their own thing in which they are divided amongst themselves. For me, I feel like in the black community, it's your skin tone, right?
Yeah.
If you're lighter, it's like more desirable, you're more beautiful than if you were darker skin. Or if your hair is straight, then it's better than if your hair is kinky or natural. And so everybody has their own thing, so it's hard to figure out like how they are going to fit in within the culture, because I don't know that other black people are gonna say, well, I don't think that you're really black because you're light skinned and you have Asian eyes. Or if they go to the Asian community, well, it's like, well, no, your hair is kind of kinky and your skin is kind of dark. Like you don't know how that, like I don't know that anybody would come out and say anything to them, but in terms of them being able to figure out where they identify and where they fit in, I don't know what that will be like, because I've not experienced it.
I feel like maybe with their generation it's more accepting for them. It's just like as you get into a generation that are previously older than you, they're a little bit more hurt.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you know, they got good friends who are not influenced badly by their own parents. So
Next question is it different dating outside of your race? I don't know.
It is a little bit different.
Well, I guess it would be, but I personally have not dated within my race, and neither have you. So I can't compare it to that. Next question is, do you interact with other interracial couples?
We do.
All the time. Yeah. So yeah, we do. It's the norm and not something that I could say I've ever really noticed or paid attention to.
Yeah,
like, I don't care.
I don't think it's a thing that they bring out and talk about, but the only time where you can actually tell is like, oh, we're gonna wait for you mixed babies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no.
But I think it's nice to have other interracial couples to interact with, because they understand a lot of what you're going through.
Yeah.
In terms of like the struggles of blending families together, blending cultures together, and being accepted and all that stuff. So it's nice to have someone to talk to and they understand. But yeah, there's quite a few people even that I just know that I don't necessarily talk with on a regular basis. Last question. This is a good question. What made you fall in love with this person?
Has nothing to do with race, so I don't know if that even.
What is it? No, the question is, what made you fall in love with me?
But this is an interracial thing. It has nothing to do.
The question is, answer the question.
I don't know. I saw you. I thought you were pretty, and then that's how it is.
That's why you fell in love with me? Because I'm pretty?
Partly because of that, and it's your personality.
I have yellow fever. No, joking.
Does now.
Honestly, Hoang has a really big heart, and he's a softie. He doesn't like people to see that side, and he's just really kind and loyal. Like, I just love the person that he is and the characteristics that he has. Like, he's just a very like honorable person, and I really like that.
Although sometimes she hates that too.
Sometimes it can be because he's just so like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. This is the I'm like sometimes there's exceptions. Not everything is black and white, but for the most part, that's really what made me fall in love with him. Yay! And that's it for this video. If you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!